Salam sejahtera, good evening to everyone. Welcome back to Smart Way to Success. This is the last slot number 8. Okay, so class, can you respond a bit? Can you hear, madam?
Can, madam.
Okay,
madam.
so cute, the voice. Okay, thank you. Hope you enjoyed the slot. Okay, so class, let us enjoy the movie first. This one, later you go to the YouTube channel. Okay, please like and leave a comment for this Majlis Perasmian Penutupan Program Smart Way to Success. Dirasmikan oleh Tuan Haji Muhammad Yusof bin Samad, Pengarah Kolej Matrikulasi Kedah. Johor. Okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat sejahtera. Terima kasih kepada para pelajar dan para peserta yang dikasihi sekalian. Terlebih dahulu saya mengucapkan rasa syukur kehadirat Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala kerana dengan limpah dan kurnianya saya diberi kesempatan untuk bersama-sama berkumpul pada hari yang ramai ini bagi menjayakan program yang kita ratakan sebagai Smart Way to Success. Tahniah dan syabas kepada pensyarah-pensyarah program Smart Way to Success yang telah berusaha dengan bersungguh-sungguh menganjur dan melaksanakan program kecemerlangan matematik yang berlangsung sebanyak 8 slot sepanjang bulan Disember ini. Usaha anda semua telah sedikit sebanyak memberi bantuan kepada pelajar untuk lebih memahami, lebih bersedia untuk menduduki peperiksaan yang akan berlangsung pada masa depan. Syabas dan tahniah juga kepada pelajar-pelajar program Matrikulasi, terutamanya bagi pelajar Kolej Matrikulasi Kedah dan juga Kolej Matrikulasi Johor, serta pelajar-pelajar daripada program Matrikulasi yang daripada seluruh negara yang telah mengikuti program ini, menunjukkan bahawa anda memang sangat bersedia untuk cemerlang di dalam peperiksaan akhir semester program Matrikulasi yang akan diadakan pada bulan Januari, insya-Allah. Teruskan usaha, teruskan berusaha, jangan jemu, jangan leka, kita kena terus berusaha walaupun dalam pandemik COVID-19 ini. Saya berharap dengan program ini dapat membantu para pelajar memahami sedikit tentang matematik dengan lebih mendalam. Pengintegrasian sumber terbuka simbolik dalam pengajaran dan pembelajaran merupakan perkembangan digital yang perlu kita terokai dengan lebih mendalam pada masa depan. Pembelajaran matematik secara online adalah merupakan satu kaedah yang baharu yang mesti dikuasai. Tiada ada lagi perjumpaan bersama dengan pensyarah di dalam ekosistem pembelajaran. Dengan penggunaan aplikasi-aplikasi yang sesuai, boleh memantapkan lagi pembelajaran kita dalam era global pada masa kini. Lebih-lebih lagi dengan kedatangan COVID-19 yang telah banyak mengubah norma-norma lama kepada norma-norma baru, termasuk dalam pembelajaran matematik. Oleh itu, para pelajar perlulah mencari kaedah, membuat pembelajaran kendiri. Walaupun tanpa ada guru berhadapan bersemuka dengan kita, tetapi proses pembelajaran perlu dilakukan dengan menggunakan aplikasi yang tertentu boleh membantu para pelajar yang dikasihi sekalian. Saya berharap dengan program Smart Way to Success ini dapat memberi impak kepada kemajuan dan juga pencapaian pelajar dalam melonjakkan prestasi akademik masing-masing dalam peperiksaan nanti. Besarlah harapan saya agar program kecemerlangan seperti ini boleh dirancang, boleh dilaksanakan dan juga memberi manfaat kepada para pelajar yang dikasihi sekalian. Akhir kata, saya ingin mengucapkan setinggi-tinggi tahniah sekali lagi kepada semua pihak yang terlibat, khususnya kepada pensyarah-pensyarah kedua-dua Kolej Matrikulasi Kedah dan juga Kolej Matrikulasi Johor yang telah mengendalikan sesi ini dengan baik sekali. Dan idea ini bolehlah dipanjangkan dan diusahakan lagi pada masa depan. Dan kita berharap semangat dan kesungguhan kita ini benar-benar menjadi smart way to success. Dengan ini saya merasmikan majlis penutup Smart Way to Success dengan kalimah Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Sekian, wabillahi taufiq. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okey, terima kasih Tuan Haji Muhammad Yusof bin Samad yang merasmikan majlis penutupan program Smart Way to Success. Okay, welcome back all my students. Okay, today we are going to discuss the Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. This slot is for our practice. Okay, for slot 7, we already absorb, okay, gain the knowledge, okay, learn the technique of solving for the Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. For this slot, we are going to practice. Okay, we are going to practice. For mathematics, we need to practice. Okay, practice will make perfect. Okay, let us continue. Look at the question number 1. Read the question. Then class, madam give you the times to use simple lab. You just need to use simple lab. Try to find out the answer. A, B, C, or D. Then you word it. Okay, I send the in the our channel Telegram, the Telegram channel. Okay, you just choose A, B, C, or D. Now already got 35 votes. Okay, so class, you can continue to vote. For YouTube live channel participants, you can just leave your comment there, add the comment there. What is the answer for question number 1? Use symbol lab enough, class. Don't need to show the solution. Madam will show the solution later. Okay, for A got 20%, for B got 26%, for C got 46%, then for D got 8%. Okay, which one correct? Okay, C got the 50%. Now let us check which one is the correct answer. Okay, let us try together first. For this one, Z plus 1 over Z. Given us Z is 1 plus I. So we just substitute Z with 1 plus I. Then our plus with 1 over Z, 1 over 1 plus I. Then for this one, the bracket here, we continue to copy down first. For the square bracket here, we need to times with the conjugate. For the conjugate of the denominator, 1 plus I, what is the conjugate for 1 plus I? Anybody can answer, madam? The conjugate for 1 plus I is?
1 minus I.
Yes, correct. Thank you. 1 minus I. So we need to times 1 minus I for the numerator and denominator. Okay, this one, the bracket here, we continue to copy down. We just solve for the square bracket. Inside the square bracket, we expand it. 1 minus I for the numerator. For the denominator, we expand it like a quadratic expansion. Okay, 1 times 1 is 1. This one, 1 times negative I plus with 1 times I. Plus and minus eliminate already. Plus minus become minus. I times I become I square. Okay, then for I square, as we know, I square will equals to, what is the value for I square? Plus, yes, correct. For I square equals to -1. So we just substitute -1 into the I square. So the denominator already with a value, no more the complex number. 1 plus I plus with 1 minus I over 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, now for the next step, we need to times with the value 2 for the bracket here to find the common denominator. 2 times 1 plus I plus with 1 minus I over 2. Okay, next, continue to simplify it. For the numerator, we do the expansion and open the bracket. 2 plus 2I plus with 1 minus I over 2. Real part plus with the real part, so become 3. Imaginary part plus with the imaginary part, so plus with 2I minus I is I. Then we separate them, become A plus BI in the Cartesian form. So 3 over 2 plus with 1 over 2I. This is our answer for Z plus 1 over Z. Okay, so we check using the symbol lab. So go to solution, pre-calculus, find the complex number. Just key in the expression that in the question, then you click the button go. Then this is the final answer, show you. Okay, so your final answer just now correct already. Okay, now we continue for the second part. We are going to express the Z plus 1 over Z in a polar form. Okay, because of the word hence, we need to use the answer from the previous part. So this is our final answer just now. We are going to write down in the polar form. So for the polar form, you just look at the notes that we have. We need to know the formula for the polar form. We need to find out the modulus Z. We also need to find out the argument Z. Okay, now for this one, 3 over 2 plus 1 over 2I, it is 3 over 2 is here. For the real part, for the imaginary part is 1 over 2. So it is in the first quadrant. First quadrant, the formula is this one. First quadrant, the formula is this one. Okay, class, for our notes, during the slide 7, please do the correction for the fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant, there is no negative sign in front of the tangent. Okay, you just do the correction for this one. Okay, then for this one, to determine the polar form, we need to find out the modulus Z. Using the formula, we have the formula A square plus B square for this one. So 3 over 2 square plus with 1 over 2 square equals to third 9 over 4 plus with 1 over 4 equals to third 10 over 4 equals to, simplify, become 5 over 2. Okay, then we need to determine the argument Z. Theta equals to first quadrant, it is a tangent B over A. B is 1 over 2, A is 3 over 2. Then you use the calculator, set the calculator in the mode of radian. Then you try to find out the answer. You will get it is 0.322 radian. Not yet finished your solution. You need to write down in the equation of the polar form. In the equation of the polar form. Z equals to R is third 5 over 2. Then cos theta is 0.322 plus with I sine theta is 0.322. Okay, so done already for our second part for question number 1. Class, for this slot, we need to master the technique of the solving the questions, okay? Although the question is quite simple for you, but you need to learn the step of solving. Don't jump the step. Okay, do you know why for the student who is very outstanding, during the exam cannot score A, cannot get A? Because they are so creative. They just jump the step, they just skip the step. Once you skip the step, jump the step, you don't follow the schema, then you cannot get the full marks. Okay, so don't jump the step. Try to become the person that follow the schema during the exam. Only for the coursework, you can become more creative. Okay, settled for our second part. Now we can use the symbol lab to check our final answer. Go to solution, pre-calculus, complex number. Then to find out the polar form, you need to set like this, polar bracket, then real part and imaginary part with a comma at the center. Then this is the final answer. Add tangent 1/3, you just use the calculator to find out in the decimal point also can. Okay, done for the question number 1. Class, can you follow? Okay or not, class?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, let us continue the question number 2. Question number 2, what is the type of the question? You try to understand the question first. Remember the Poya. Okay, remember the Poya theories? Ask yourself, what is the equation? This one is the equation. We have 3 types of the equation. So this one, what is the equation? Understand the question first. We have the power. We have the power. So what is the name for this equation? Class, remember or not? It is the indices. We need to solve it using the indices method. Now you use the symbol lab. Try to get the answer. Then you vote it. Madam already sent into our Smart Way to Success Telegram channel. Okay. Choose your answer. A, B, C, or D. Oh, very good. 80% choose D. 20% choose A. B and C, nobody. Okay. So now we check our solution. Let us recall back the technique of solving for the equation of the indices. For the solving the indices equation, we have 3 methods. The first method where we use we have the same base. The second method is the different base. The third method is when we have the exponent x. Still remember exponent x or exponent 2x. So this one, we need to separate them first. Then you can see the pattern of the equation already. Separate them, become like this. Using the indices rules. Okay, so now 3 to the power of x plus with 3 to the power of 3 is 27. This one become 1/3 to the power of x equal to 12. Okay, then you can just times with 3 to the power of x. Times with 3 to the power of x, you get 3 to the power of 2x plus with 27 equals to 12, and 12 times with 3 to the power of x. Okay, now can you see you have 3 to the power of 2x, 3 to the power of x. So we need to use the method number 3, substitution. Let y equals to 3 to the power of x. Then we will get y squared plus with 27 equals to 12y. It will become the quadratic equation. Then for the quadratic equation here, we rearrange to let the right hand side equal to 0. Then to get the value of y, we need to do the factorization. We need to factorize them. So 2 bracket, 2 factor, 0, y. Then 9 times 3. You will get 9 times 3. Then negative 9, negative 3. You can check. Negative 3, negative 9 is positive 27. Negative 3y, negative 9y, you will get negative 12y. So our y equals to 3, another y equals to 9. Remember, this one not yet finished, not your final answer. Your final answer, you need to determine the value of x. So to get the value of x, we need to substitute 3 to the power of x to our y equals to 3. 3 is power to 1. So x will equals to 1. This one, 3 to the power of x equals to 9. 3 to the power of x, 9 can change to become base 3. Now, this one is the method 1. This one is the indices equation with the same base. The power, you just equal it. Then you get the answer. X equals to 1, x equals to 2. So the answer for question number 2 is D. Okay, congratulations. Most of you get the correct answer. Okay, now you can check using the symbol lab. So for the symbol lab, same, we go to the solution, then we use the equation, go to equation, find the exponential. Exponential is for indices. Then you key in the equation. Key in the equation like this. Then you press the button, go. Within a minute, you will get the final answer. This is your final answer. Then it is your virtual teacher can tell you the final answer correctly. Then you scroll down, you can see the step of solving. Okay, class. Done for the question number 2. Now we are going to continue the question number 3. Okay, follow the step of the Poyas problem solving technique. The first step is try to understand the question. Read the question. It is the equation. What type of the equation? We have 3 types actually. Indices. Then we have the surd. We have the logarithm. So this one is we have the square root here. So this is the surd equation. We need to solve it using the method of solving, the step of solving for the equation of surd. Okay, then you need to plan it out. After that, we will do the solution, show the step of solving. Okay, you try to do it now using the symbol lab class. Using the symbol lab to get the answer first. Okay, madam, wait for your answer in our Smart Way to Success Telegram channel. What is the correct answer? A, B, C, or D? Wow, very good, very good. The result very good. C and D, nobody. Most of you can get the correct answer. Oh, now A and B same percentage. Okay, then A got 53%, students choose it. B got 40%, C got 2%, D got 2%. Which one is the correct answer? A is 55%, class. B is 40%. Do you use the symbol lab or not, class? I'm very sure that most of you already tried the questions. Then you get the final answer. Then you do not use the symbol lab to check the final answer. Okay, so now A is the winner. It has the highest percentage. Most of the students choose A. Let us check the answer. Okay, we check the answer. So this one, for the step of solving for the surd equation, recall back. First step, we need to squaring the both side. Okay, squaring the both side. So we square the both side. Why we need to squaring the both side, class? Can you tell me? Do you? Yeah, correct. We are going to cancel the square root. Correct. Very good. Okay. Sure can get A, eh? 6 minus x here. We already cancel the square root at the left hand side. For the right hand side is a quadratic expansion. So we just expand it. X squared plus with 6 times 2 times x, 12x plus with 6 squared is 36. Become a quadratic equation. Then we solve it like a quadratic equation only. Plus with 13x, then plus with 30 equals to 0. Quadratic equation, we need to do the factorization in order to get the value of x. X, 3 times 10. Then positive 3, positive 10. Okay or not? We already have two factors. So our x will equals to negative 10. Another x is negative 3. Okay, so most of the students choose choose A as the final answer. But for this equation of the third, we need to check. Okay, check the answer. We need to check the answer. Check the answer. So for this one, for checking, we need to check both the answer. When x equals to negative 10, then substitute into the initial equation, the equation from the question. So x equals to negative 10, substitute into here, 6 minus negative 10 equals to negative 10 plus 6. So 16 equals to negative 4. 4 equals to negative 4. This one, they are not same. Then you write down the conclusion. Since right hand side not equal to the left hand side, right hand side not equal to the left hand side, so x equal to negative 10 is not the answer. It's not the answer or it's not the solution also can. Okay, now we check another x. When x equal to negative 3, okay, substitute into the equation in the question. Negative 3 equals to negative 3 plus 6. X substitute with negative 3. Third 9 equals to 3. Third 9 is 3. 3 equals to 3. Then this one same. Write down the conclusion. Since right hand side equals to the left hand side, so x equal to 3 and negative 3 is the solution. X equal to negative 3 is the answer. Like this. Okay, is the answer. So our final answer is this one only. X equal to negative 3 is our final answer. Only have one x. So the correct answer is B. The correct answer is B. For solution of the third equation, we need to check the x. Okay. Now we use the simple lab to check the final answer. Solution, pre-calculus. Again, equation, we choose radical. Radical is for the third square root. Then key in the equation, press the button, go. This is the final answer. Only one final answer. Okay, class? This one is the only one final answer. For third, we need to check the answer. Okay, then for question number 3. Now for question number 4. It is a equation of log. Equation of log. Okay, now you use the symbol lab. Try to get the final answer. This one need some time to type. So you just do it slowly. Use symbol lab to check the answer. A, B, C, or D. Okay, then you tell madam what is the answer in the Smart Way to Success Telegram channel. Okay, most of you choose the answer A. Is it correct? Some of you choose B. C and D got 3% of the student choose. $47 only. What's for the rest? Still stuck, huh? Okay, good. 52. Okay, class. 90% of you choose A as the final answer. Let us check. Okay, so for this one, follow the Poyer's theory of problem solving technique. First of all, we need to understand the question. It is the equation of the log. So we use the method of solving for the log equation. Our first step, remember the step or not? Our very first step is, what is the first step? Can anybody tell me? What is our very first step to solve the equation of the log?
Change base.
Yes, correct. Change base. So once your first step correct, for the rest you can solve it, continue to solve it easily. Okay, so remember your very first step. We have the different base. So our very first step is change the base. Let's say madam going to change it to become base 3. So 1 over log x base 3. Like this, change the base. Plus with log third cube x base 3 equals to 10 over 3. This is our first step. Change the base will give you 1 mark. Okay, so class continue. For the first expression here, we continue to copy down. For this one, we need to do the changes. For the third cube 3, we need to change it to become power. This one is base 3, same base. This one x power to 1 over 3. 10 over 3, copy down. Okay, then the power with the x here, we can bring it down to the front of the log, remember. Okay, so 1 over log x base 3 plus with this one, 1 over 3, bring down to the front of the log x base 3 equals to 10 over 3. Okay, class, until this step, can you follow?
Boleh teacher.
Boleh teacher, thank you. Okay, so what is your next step? Okay, good. What is the next step? What is the next step? Got any idea? What is your next step? Huh?
Let
Uh,
Y or
yeah, let y. Substitution. We use the substitution method to solve it. Let y, correct. Wow, very clever. Already ready for your PSPM. Log x base 3. Log x base 3. So class, promise to madam, don't jump the step. Must show all the step. This one, 3 times 1 over y plus with 1 over 3y equals to 10 over 3. Okay, now our equation will become simple. We have y at the denominator, we have 3 at the denominator. So, madam going to times with 3y. Madam going to times with 3y for every term. So, 3y times with 3 over y, I will get 9. Plus with 3y times with 1 over y over 3, I will get y square equals to, this one become 10 over 3 times 3y become 10y. Become quadratic equation already. Now, going to get the value of y. Rearrange the equation to let the right hand side equal to 0 first. Then we do the factorization. Y times y, 9 times 1, negative, negative. Finally, you will get your y equals to 1, y equals to 9. Okay, after you get the y, remember, because we do the substitution, we need to substitute it back to get the value of x. Log x base 3 equals to 1. Log, we want to change it to become index form. So the base 3 can bring to the right hand side. X will equals to 3 to the power of 1. X will equals to 3. Okay, then for this side also same, log x base 3 equals to 9. X will equals to, base bring to the right hand side, 9 will become the power. So x equals to, when you press the calculator, you will get it is 19683. Okay, so x equal to 3, x equals to 19683. For this one, equation of the log, we also need to check the answer. Equation of the log, when you solve it, you also need to check the answer. Only 2 equations you need to check the answer. Remember, take notes for this one. Okay, so now we are going to check the answer. Check answer. This one, when x equal to 3. When x equals to 3, we just substitute into our right hand side of the equation, our left hand side of the equation. Left hand side of the equation. From the equation of the questions, okay, the original equation. So 3 log 3, our x here, base we substitute with base x equals to 3, plus with log 3 third cube, x substitute with 3. Then you use the calculator to calculate it. You get it is 10 over 3. 10 over 3. Then our right hand side from the questions, it is 10 over 3 also. Then we write down the conclusion. Since right hand side equal to the left hand side, so x equal to 3 is the answer. Check for the x equal to 3. Now we check x equal to 19683. Left hand side of the equation, we have, this one we use dot. Okay, 3 log 3 with the base 19683 plus with log base 3 third cube 19683. Then for this one, actually when you press the calculator, you can just type the calculator using the log 3 log 19683 like this. Okay. Then same for this one, plus with log This one is third cube 19683 over log 3. When you press the calculator, we have log base 10 in the calculator log. So you will get 10 over 3 for the left hand side. For the right hand side, it is equals to 10 over 3. They have the same value. Then you need to write down the conclusion since the right hand side equal to the left hand side. So our x equal to 19683 is the answer, is the solution also can, is the solution. So we can accept the x equals to 19683. We can accept x equal to 3. Okay, so for equation of log and equation of surd, you need to check the answer. You need to check the answer. Remember. Okay, now we can continue for checking, the parts of checking. For the log, you go to the equation, logarithmic, key in the equation, then press the button go, then show you the answer. The final answer is here. Then you scroll down, you can check the step of solving. Okay, class? Understand? Clear or not, class?
Okay, madam, understand.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, let us proceed to the question number 5. Question number 5. What is the type of the question? This one. Ask yourself, what is the questions asking us to do? Understand the question first. Read the question carefully. Every time when you read the question, you need to read it carefully. It is the inequality. Can you see we have the inequality sign? It is the inequality. So for inequality in our notes, in our slide 7, if we have inequality, we have two. One is the basic, one is the linear. Another one is the non-linear. So this one is the linear or non-linear? Ask yourself. You use the symbol lab to get the answer. Then you let madam know which answer that you choose. For question number 5. Wow, very fast. Most of you choose the answer A. Answer B. C and D so far nobody. Okay, class continue to solving first. 41 votes only. Madam waiting. Okay, class. So far, for answer B, got 75% of the student chose it. For part A, got 25%. Okay, so let us check which one correct. C and D, none of you get it, Okay, very good. Now we look at this one. First of all, we need to ask ourselves what type of the inequality. This one, linear or non-linear. This one, in Madam's note, Madam categorized it as a non-linear. So for non-linear, we have step 3. We need to proceed to the step 3. Still remember the step or not? We need to rearrange the right-hand side equal to 0, our step 3. Okay, this is the method of solving. 1 over 2x minus 1 minus 1 over x plus 2. Right hand side equal to 0. So when you have the solution, okay, without understanding, you also cannot solve it. You will ask why, okay? So you need to understand this type of the inequality. You need to start your step by let the right hand side equal to 0. Okay, then you continue to solve it. Find the common denominator. So to find the common denominator, x plus 2 minus this one, we need to put a bracket to avoid the mistake, because we have the negative sign here. So we put a bracket first, 2x minus 1, x plus 2. Okay, then next step, we open the bracket. Open the bracket. Negative times into the bracket, negative 2x. Negative will become positive 1. Over this one, this factor, don't need to expand it. Don't need to expand it, class. Don't need to expand because for solving the inequality, we need to factorize until the simplest form. We need to get the factor. We don't need to expand. Then for the numerator, we just simplify. X minus 2x become negative x. Then this one is 2 plus 1 is 3. Over 2x minus 1, x plus 2. Okay, now we already have 3 factor. Already simplified the inequality become the simplest form with the 3 factor. Once we have 2, 3, 4 or 5 factor, okay, our next step. What is your next step, class? Can you tell me?
Sine.
Table.
Yes, sign and table of sign. Yes, correct. Okay, table of sign. So before we write down the table of sign, we need to know the number line. To get the number line, we need to let the 3 factor equal to 0. In order to get the number line, negative 3. Then 2x minus 1 equals to 0. X will equals to 1 over 2. Next is x plus 2 equal to 0, x equal to negative 2. We have 3 value of x, then we need to arrange them in the number line. So this one, negative 3, negative 2, which one is the smallest? Negative 3 is the smallest. Okay, follow the sequence in the number line. Negative 2, this one is 1 over 2. Okay, this one is our number line. Then to form the table of sign, you just draw the line like this. This one, got 2 blank bracket here. Then draw the line. This one, you can label it as the negative infinity. This one is the positive infinity. For the first row here, we only put the bracket. Okay, the interval, negative infinity until negative 3. Then negative 3 until negative 2. Negative 2 until 1 over 2. 1 over 2 until positive infinity, like this. Okay, settle for the first row. Now for the first column here, we just put our factor. We have 3 factors, so just put our 3 factor here. Arrange them here. 2x minus 1, then x plus 2. Then we just make our table complete. Okay, now table of sign. We need to put a sign for this. We need to check. So you can choose a value. In between the interval that we have, we can choose a value. I can change to red color. Okay, in between negative infinity until negative 3, we can choose negative 4. In between negative 3 and negative 2, we can choose negative 2.5 also can. In between negative 2 and 1 over 2, this one is 1 over 2. 1 over 2, negative 2, negative 3. Oh, class.
Oh,
here.
teacher.
Yes. This part. Ayo.
That one is x equal to 3, right?
Okay, equal to 3. Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
yeah.
Okay, we redo it again to enjoy. Okay, so this part should be this one, the correction, x equal to 3. Okay, our number line here. This one is negative 2. This one is 1 over 2. This one is 3. Okay, so we combine. We draw the table. Okay, this one, negative infinity until negative 2, negative 2 until 1 over 2, 1 over 2 until 3, 3 until positive infinity. Okay, our factor, negative x plus 3. This one is 2x minus 1. This one is x plus 2. Okay, settle for our table. Okay, this one is the correction just now. So I used red ink pen. Okay, now I can change it to become blue ink. Okay, this one I choose negative 3. This one I choose 0 because in between negative and positive value. This one, madam going to choose the value 2. Then this one, we choose value 4. Substitute negative 3 into the first factor. This one you will get negative, become this one is negative 2. Okay, correct. 3 plus. Okay, this one become plus. This one become minus. This one will become minus. Okay. Then you will get positive, negative, become positive. Then for this part, you will get it is equal to positive. This one is the negative. This one is positive. Then after you times them together, you will get negative sign here. 2 substitute into here, you will get positive. 2 substitute into here, also positive. 2 substitute into the third factor, also positive. The last one is become positive. Then 4 substitute into here, negative 4 plus 3, negative. Then 8 minus 1, 7, positive. This one is 4 plus 2, positive 6. Negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. So the sign is alternate for the last one. Last row, correct. We want to choose positive or negative sign. You need to refer to the inequality before you let all the factor equal to 0. So this inequality we need to refer. Less than 0. So we choose the negative sign. Okay, so our solution set. The question got mentioned, I asked you to find out the solution set. So you must leave your answer in the solution set. This is known as the solution set. Very easy. You just copy down negative here, 2 here, 1 over 2 here. X at the center to this side, or arrow to this side. And another answer is this one. X is greater than 3. Get the final answer. Okay, so this is the solution for question number 5. So our final answer is this one. It is B. The answer is B. Okay, most of you get the correct answer. Very good. Okay, so class, we will continue. Check the solution using the symbol lab. Okay, when you go to symbol lab, you find out the linear inequality. Symbol lab, you need to type the inequality like this. Then you press the button go. Show you the solution set, decimal, and also the interval notation. Give you the 3 answer. Okay, so now we will proceed to the question number 6. Question number 6. This one actually quite complicated, but never mind. It is very easy to solve it. You read the question, find the solution set, also in the solution set of this inequality where it involves the modulus. Then we have the inequality less than or equal sign. We have 6 types of the equation, inequality, 6 types, okay, in our notes. So you need to check which one, this one is which type, how to solve it. So class, you use the symbol lab to let madam know which answer that you choose, A, B, C, or D first. Use the symbol lab to find out the answer first. Wow, very good, class. Most of you choose the correct answer. But only 21 words. Okay, madam waiting. Okay, 47 votes. Madam waiting, still waiting. Fifty-two, madam waiting. Wow, previous one got 80 votes, 96 votes. Class, madam very sure chapter 1 and chapter 2 you all can score it. Okay, because from the analysis, most of you get the correct answer. Very good. For mathematics, we need to master the technique of solving. We need to understand the question first, then we apply the correct method to solve it. Sure, no problem for us to get A. So class, you need to practice. Every time you read the question, you ask yourself, what is the question asking about for the first one? Then you need to plan, find out the correct method to solve it. Then you try to work out, okay, solve it. Show your solution step by step. Don't jump the step. Follow the schema, okay? All the slot 1 until slot 8 that all the lecturers share to you, the correct step. You just follow it. Sure you can get the flying colors result, okay? Then during the exam, we don't have the symbolic for us to check, never mind. As long as you show the correct step, final answer, never mind. Only 1 marks for the final answer, okay? Most important is the first step, what should you do? Okay, so class, now let us check the answer for question number 6. Okay, first of all, this one is the absolute values with the inequality sign. When you open the modulus, okay, madam got show you during our slot 7 how to open the modulus. For the first step, we just copy down the same one, x minus 1 over x plus 3, then copy down same arrow, then 2, same arrow and 2. This one, because less than sign, we have the word and. Then we continue to write down the left hand side, x minus 1, x plus 3. Change the sign, x, let it greater or equal. Once we change the sign, we need to add the negative. You just remember the step. Open the modulus like this. Sure, it will correct. Okay. Then this one, go back to the linear and non-linear inequality. The basic inequality. This one is the non-linear inequality. So we continue with the step number 3. That let the right hand side equal to 0. X minus 1 over x plus 3 minus 2 less than or equal to 0. Let the right hand side equal to 0. This one also same. X minus 1 over x plus 3 plus 2 greater or equal to 0. Done already. So continue the next step. We need to find out the common denominator. Find out the common denominator. So we need to times with the factor x plus 2 for the value 2. X minus 1 minus 2 times with x plus 3 over x plus 3 less than or equal to 0. Same for this one. We need to find out the common denominator. 2 times x plus 3 over x plus 3 greater or equal to 0. Okay, then we simplify the numerator. Open the bracket first. X minus 1 minus 2x, negative 2 times with x, negative 2x, negative 2 times with 3, negative 6 over x plus 3 less than or equal to 0. Then for this one, also open the modulus first before we simplify. 2 times x, 2x plus with 2 times 3 is 6. X plus 3 greater or equal to 0. Then continue, simplify the numerator for the above inequality. So we have x minus 2x become negative x. Negative 1, negative 6, negative 7 over x plus 3. Less than or equal to 0. This one become 3x plus with 5 over x plus 3 greater or equal to 0. Okay, now we already simplify our inequality into the simplest form. We have one factor at the numerator, another one factor at the denominator. Same for this second inequality, already factorized in the simplest form. So we need to proceed for the next step. We have 2 or more than 2 factors. We need to continue it by using the table of sign. Table of sign. We just need to stick to one method. Okay, don't make you confused. Don't make yourself confused. This one is the inequality that madam copied down from previous part. This one n. You need to remember, bring the n together. Okay, because this n, we will use it at the final step. to find out the final answer. This one is greater or equal to 0. Okay, so before we use the table of sign, we need to let all the factor equal to 0 because we are going to form the number line. One inequality, one table of sign. Don't share -3. Okay, so we do the table of sign for this one first. This one is our x equals to -7, -3, our number line. Then we have the column for the factor. This one negative infinity, this one is positive infinity. Negative infinity, -7, -7 until -3, -3 until positive infinity. Then our only have two factor. Negative x, -7. This one is x plus 3. Then this is the last row. Use the table of sign. Then we need to find out the sign. Okay. Change the color first. We change it to become purple color. Okay. So for this one, negative infinity, -7, we choose -8. This one, -7, -3, we choose -4. -3 infinity, we choose 0 because positive and negative, we can choose 0. Easy for us to do the calculation. Substitute -8 into here, -8 become +8, -7 is positive. -8 plus 3 is negative. Positive, negative will give you negative. This one, -4, substitute into here, +4, -7 become negative. -4 plus 3, negative. Negative become positive. Then for this one, 0 substitute into here, you get -7. 0 substitute into the second factor, you get +3. Negative, positive, negative. The final row here got the alternate sign, correct. Okay, to choose positive or negative, we need to refer back to the inequality before we let all the factor equal to 0. This one, the simplest one. Less than or equal to 0, so it is the negative. We choose the negative. Write down your answer. This one not yet the final answer, so you can write down in the interval form, -infinity until -7. Then for this one, -x, -7, at the numerator, we have the inequality with the sign equal, less than or equal. So must equal to -7. We use the square bracket. Union with for this one, -3, because x equal to -3, it is at the denominator. Denominator, we cannot equal to 0. So this one must use open bracket, -3 until +infinity. Open bracket for -3 because -3 is come from the denominator. Okay, this is the final answer for the first inequality. Now we are going to find the final answer for the second inequality. Let all the factor equal to 0 for this inequality. Another one is x plus 3 equal to 0. So x equals to -5/3. X equals to -3. Then draw your number line. This one is -5/3, -3. Which one is the smallest? -3. This one -5/3. Follow the sequence in the number line. Then you draw a line down. This one also same. Form the table. This one -infinity. This one is the infinity. -infinity, -3 until -5/3. This one -5/3 until -5/3 until +infinity. Then for the two factor, we just arrange them at the first column, x plus 3. Then complete the table. Now we are going to check the sign. Check the sign. So in between -infinity, -3, we can choose -4. In between -3, -5/3, we can choose this one can choose -2. Okay, then for this one, we can choose 0, positive and negative in between. So we choose 0. Now we check. Negative 4 substitute into here, become negative 12 plus 5, negative value. Negative 4 substitute into here, you get negative 1. Negative, negative become positive. Negative 2 substitute into here, negative 6 plus 5, negative 1. Negative 2 plus 3, positive 1. So positive. Negative, positive, negative. Then 0 substitute into here, you get positive, positive. So positive. Now to choose positive or negative sign, refer back to the simplest inequality, the simplest form, greater or equal. So this is the final answer for the second inequality. Write down the answer for this one first. And also another, this one negative 5 over 3 infinity. Because 3x plus 5 is the numerator, with the inequality have the equal sign, we need to use a square bracket. For negative 3, we cannot include negative 3, so we use the open bracket because it is at the denominator. Denominator cannot equal to 0. You can just try to press the calculator, 4 over 0. It will give you math error. Okay, so now we have two answer. We have two answer. Then we need to combine these two answer using the word and. We have this answer, we need to combine them using the word and. Okay, so our final step, we draw the number line where our number line must include the number here, negative 7, negative 3, negative 3, negative 5 over 3 must on the number line. Okay, so our number line will have negative 7, negative 3, negative 5 over 3. Okay, then for our answer of the first inequality, that is proper. Our answer from the first inequality, negative infinity until negative 7, union with this one, includes negative 7. Negative 3 until positive infinity. You just draw the number line. No include negative 3 to the positive infinity. Another one is negative 7, include negative 7 until the negative infinity. Then for the second inequality, the answer for the second inequality, that is negative infinity until negative 3, union with negative 5 over 3 until positive infinity. So include negative 5 over 3. We use the then circle. Then do not include negative 3, empty circle. Then we need to remember the word and. The word and, that you bring it from the beginning of the question when we open the modules, the word and. So the word and is finding the intersection part. The intersection part is the region that covered by two lines. The intersection part is the region covered by two lines. This is the final answer. So write down your final answer in the solution set. Solution set x, where the x is less than or equal to negative 7, union with and another one is x is greater or equal to negative 5 over 3. This is our solution set, our final answer. Okay, if the question asks you to write down in the interval form, interval form. So for the interval form, negative infinity until negative 7 include, union with negative 5 over 3 until positive infinity include. This one is the interval form, this one is the solution set. You need to differentiate them properly. Then read the question carefully. The question asks you to write down in the solution set or interval form. If do not mention, both can become your answer, either one. Okay, anak class, do you clear how to solve the question?
Clear, madam.
Clear?
Clear.
Good. Okay, very easy. Must score it. Okay, so now we just need to use the symbol. Okay, good. Now we just need to use the symbol left to check our final answer. So you just go to solution, then find the inequality, absolute inequality, key in the formula, press the button go. Then the question will, the answer will give you solution set, decimal point or interval form. You can choose either one, okay, for the final answer. So I think that's all for tonight for the slot number 8. But don't leave yet. Madam got announcement for you. Okay, we already at the end of the program. So your PSPM is coming soon. Next week, is it? Okay, before next week. So we will have a test for you. Okay, everybody can participate for this test. Then we will provide the certificate for you. Certificate will provide to you. Then the date of the test is 1st January. That is next year. Next year, 1st January. Class, please do the correction here. 2021. Okay? This one, next year. Okay? Tomorrow. Then 1st January, 2nd January, the date of test. Then the test link will send via the Smart Way to Success Telegram channel. Please stay tuned with us. Then the basic requirement, look at here, the basic requirement, very important. If you want to participate, you want to get the cert, you want to do the test, the certificate, very important. Okay, you have to become the subscriber of our YouTube channel, Smart Way to Success, okay? Subscriber. So for those who not yet subscribed, you just need to subscribe it. Then you screenshot your YouTube page and attach during submission of the test. Okay, we will use the Google form. You just attach it in the PDF form. Okay, then this test will start tomorrow and Friday and also the Saturday. Then we will provide you the certificate. Then you can test yourself whether you can score or not during the exam. Okay, so I think that's all for today. Thank you, class. See you. Wish you all the best and good luck in your PSPM 1.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you,
All the best. Good luck.
Thank you,
Okay.
madam.
Thank you, madam.
Thank
Okay.
you, madam.
Welcome.
Thank you, madam.
Welcome.
Bye, madam.
Bye bye. See you next week.